Question number 2, Andrew Bailey.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance. What are the features of the new social investment approach the government will use in Budget 2015 and in future budgets?
Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the social investment approach is an extension of the way this government has operated in the social sector for a while, for instance with the investment approach to welfare and the formation of children's teams. Now we're making it part of the budget process as well. What we're talking about here is using the best information available to understand which people where need our services the most, whether current interventions are actually helping those people or undermining their resilience, and testing whether we can do a better job with different interventions of getting results for our families and communities. For too long, governments have measured success with respect to social needs of our population by how much money they spend rather than what results they achieve.
Supplementary, Mr
Supplementary
Speaker.
question, Andrew Bailey.
How will changes through the social investment approach benefit New Zealanders who rely on public services?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, in the first place, it requires a much better understanding of the individual and unique needs of those who use our public services. For instance, now we can understand the achievement progress of every single child in our primary schools. As a result of the welfare liability, we have a much richer understanding of which people are on benefit for a long time and the reasons for it. As a result of our social housing reforms, we already have a much better understanding of the needs and aspirations of state house tenants, but also of those people who are waiting for a state house. So those people are all going to benefit from the government having a better understanding of what their needs are and therefore more capacity to meet those needs.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
How is this new approach related to the government's Better Public Services program, and will providers come only from the public service?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, it's directly related to our Better Public Services program because that is all about achieving meaningful results. And if I can use a couple of examples, there has now been some improvement in hospital admissions due to rheumatic fever, a disease we should not have in New Zealand. Achieving those results has involved both public service and non-government organisations in a much more cooperative effort to identify those at-risk populations and take action. Another is our efforts to reduce recidivism, where we have, with respect to the new prison to be open in Auckland, actually we are paying for, not for rehabilitation programs, but for actual reductions in recidivism. And the private organisation running that prison will work with iwi and the public sector to achieve less recidivism.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
How will the social investment approach help deliver better fiscal results for the government?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, this is a government who believes that what works for the community is what works for the government's books. So every time we keep a teenager on track to stay at school long enough to get a qualification, or have one fewer person pulled off the track of long-term welfare dependency, we get an immediate saving, of course, an immediate benefit for those individuals, for the community, and a long-term saving in taxpayers' money.
Question number 3, Andrew Little.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime